And tonight on Bohemian Smackdown, we got ourselves three of the greatest fighters in the known universe. Alien X, Superman, and Goku are gonna be duking it out right here in our very own arena as they manage to see which one is the greatest fighter in the universe, man. And don't forget, this is the three-way style tournament rumble. Anything goes, massive free-for-all tonight on Bohemian Smackdown. That actually sounds better than Death Battle was. Let's see what else is on. Stay tuned for the absolutely completely random podcast coming up next. Ooh, my favorite show! Alright, this will be fun. Hello everybody and welcome to this exciting episode of the absolutely completely random podcast for Saturday, May 25th, 2019, the last Saturday of the month, which means it's also Q&A time, so I'm going to be recording that probably after the video because I got my questions already for this month's video, so that's going to be fun. But anyway, what am I going to be talking about this week on the podcast? Well, I'm going to be discussing that royal shit show of Death Battle that we had this week between Ben10 versus the Green Lantern. That was I can't think of any better way to say that. Sorry, I bit my lip earlier tonight. I can't think of any better way to say that. It was a shit show. That's what it was. I'm also going to be discussing GameStop's new idea of, oh yeah, we're changing up the pro membership. Yeah, that's gonna be fun, huh? Oh, jeez. Yep. Which studio is said to be leaving Attack on Titan following the completion of Season 3? A Pokemon t-shirt contest winner has sadly been disqualified. Yeah, I'll explain. A Japanese man has been arrested for stealing 80 Detective Conan manga volumes. Holy crap. Cup Noodle is putting the One Piece characters in high school, and it's actually pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. And for everyone that has been following this as I have, mostly closely with a fine-tooth comb and a magnifying glass, wearing my Sherlock Holmes hat, and at the same time dusting off my Dr. Watson doll, I've been following the Sonic the Movie news because I still think something's up with this. I really do. But it has now officially been delayed until February 14th of next year. That's right. So we got a little bit more time. I don't know. I have my thoughts on this, okay? Something about this just doesn't seem right to me. I just can't put my finger on what it is. All this and more this week on the absolutely completely random podcast. You know the song and dance by now, I'm sure you do. If you're in the mood for weird stuff, oddities, collectibles, what have you, check out my eBay page, ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. Don't forget, you can also check me out on Otaku Roads on Twitter, and check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page, because that's the way we really, really work here in the 21st century. What, you thought I was going to say that's the way I like it, huh? Damn it, I said it anyway. Oh well. To err is human. Alright, so let's get into how my week has gone here. And honestly, it's been a pretty interesting week. So let's start off with how Monday went. Monday was a meh kind of day. Just overall meh. Tuesday was okay to a point, but still, it was Tuesday. What do you expect? Wednesday, went to work. That was fun. Came home. That was okay, I guess. Thursday was alright. Then I got a phone call saying, oh, you don't got to worry about coming in on Friday, so I got a day off. And I'm making a mental note to myself from this point forward, if I ever get a day off on a Friday again, stay the hell at home. I went with my mom to the laundromat and the grocery store like we usually do on a Tuesday and that, but I went with her on Friday, and I honestly felt like I was in the damn way. I just, that was the feeling that I got. But on top of that, I had Tuesday with it being senior day at the grocery store. No offense, they were kind of getting a little pushy. I mean, I understand the whole concept. They come out once a week to do their shopping. That's why the store has senior discount day is Tuesday. They were just getting a little pushy, and it's like you couldn't walk down the aisles, you couldn't look at the stuff because you felt like you were in their way, or they, no offense to them, but they kind of made it seem like you were in their way. But besides all this, I did have some good stuff happen this week. I have finally hit rank 400 in Puzzles and Dragons! Yay! Woo! And I found out this morning that this coming Monday is officially starting their Shaman King collaboration! Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! So I'm really looking forward to that because I have been a fan of Shaman King for a while. In fact, I have the English dub song stuck in my head from the 4Kids version because I love that intro so much. I wish there was an elongated version of it, but you know what? I'll take it either way. I like it. But I'm looking forward to this because I actually have a decent chance to possibly get Yo Asakura, which is the one character from Shaman King that I really like. So it would be really cool to add him to my roster. But otherwise, I mean, I'm having a blast right now playing that game. I've been playing Contest of Champions. I went into the Iron Man arena, so that was kind of fun this week. It's like I went into the 4-star one because I wanted to try to actually get to duplicate my 4-star Infinity War Iron Man. Unfortunately, that section really kicks your ass. I've gotten up to like 300-something thousand points, so I have that many, but I am not going to get the maxed out level. I know that. There's no way I'm going to get it. I wish I could, but I'm not going to. But you know what? I'm happy I have my 4-star Iron Man that I have from that stupid Deadpool that stupid Deadpool event. That was a nightmare and a half to do that night. So I have that from there. That was fun. And I got mine at random. I just got like a crystal and I got my 4-star Iron Man from that. So I'm happy. I really am. I'm happy. I leveled him up pretty high. He's soon going to be joining the ranks of my A team. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, other than that, I've just been kind of relaxing, I guess, this week. I did 2 discussion... Wait, hold on. No, I did one discussion video this week. I recorded 2, but I only put the 1 up because the next discussion video is going to be the first of a 4-part discussion video. So that's going to be a lot of fun to look forward to. I got the Anime GBU coming up this week, but that's going to come out Thursday because I got the Q&A to put out this week, so that's going to be fun. What else? There's something else on here. Jesus. it's gonna come to me. What the hell was it? Oh, did the rant video today for the Ben10 Green Lantern Death Battle. I did record a review video for the Hunter x Hunter licenses. However, the audio is really screwed up on it. I'm just at the point where trying to fix it's driving me more insane. So I'm flipping a coin mentally in my head. Do I just want to re-record the damn thing? Or do I just want to put it up and just put a I'm sorry for the audio? I'm kind of leaning towards the latter. But that's just me. I have no definitive idea yet. Although let me phrase it. I have an idea of what to do. I just haven't actually gotten up the cojones, I guess I could say, to do it. Nor have I actually checked to see if it's a possibility yet. So there is that. Otherwise, yeah, it's been an interesting week. So yeah, it's been kind of fun despite all the abnormalities that have been going on. But let's get into the podcast this week because there's a lot to talk about and not a lot of time to do it because I got to try to keep this thing at least at an hour or less. Or at least no more than an hour and 7 to 10 minutes. That'd be about it. So, yeah. This is going to be fun. Alright, so let's talk about the elephant in the room here for a moment. Let's talk about the death battle from hell. So, I was singing this thing's praises, as a lot of you remember, about 2 weeks ago on the podcast. I'm like, this is going to be a really great death battle, depending upon how they play this out, what powers they give each combatant, what powers Ben has access to, which Green Lantern they use. Well, the Green Lantern, I was told then, was going to be Hal Jordan, according to the Death Battle cast, which my one viewer, good pal Cap, kind of informed me. So thank you again for that, Cap. You've actually been a real help with these Death Battle things. This has been a lot of fun collaborating with you on this. This has been a lot of fun. So there was that, and I'm like, well, it depends on which Ben Tennyson powers they have. You're like, which Ben are they going to use? And it was said on the Death Battle cast that he's going to have all the powers. So after watching this week's Death Battle, first off, I can say that was a goddamn blatant lie. Now, I ripped this thing a brand new asshole and a half in my rant video, so I'm not going to be going into so much of it here. You can easily go check it out there. I'll give you the Cliff Notes version here. They didn't use some of the main heavy hitter aliens that you would have expected them to use if Ben had access to all of his aliens. First off, they only used his 10-year-old form and not the 16-year-old or adult Ben, which they should have used because those two had more experience as fighters than 10-year-old Ben, so there is that. 2, they mentioned feedback in a list of aliens that Ben has access to, but never used feedback. And that's still one of the contention points that I have about this. 3rd, they didn't even read into the plot, lore, or any information in regards to what Ben's powers actually are and how the Omnitrix works. Because they're pulling some nonsense and bullshit out of their ass by saying, oh yeah, if he constantly changes really quickly, it'll mutate his DNA. That has never been said. It was mentioned in the series about a 10-minute timeout because, you don't want to have, DNA mixing all the time. This way you're not stuck as one particular alien. But then again, I could have remembered that because that was a long time ago that I remember watching that. 1. 2. Ben had access to master control, so there's no way that he would have had to worry about that because he could easily swap between all the aliens. 3, the only time it was ever completely 100% mentioned was when we had the whole feedback arc in Omniverse where we were learning about feedback and the fact that if you keep using a particular alien over and over and over again, that, yeah, you're going to become more used to that one and the other ones are going to suffer. But you're not going to be permanently stuck or mutated. And I'm thinking, the best thing I can think of that they're getting off of that was Kevin 11, who grabbed the Omnitrix and mutated, but that was because of his own power mixing with the Omnitrix. He was absorbing the energy the Omnitrix had, and therefore it mutated him based upon that energy. So there's that. But again, they didn't even bother reading into their own lore. They didn't bother doing any of the research. They mentioned Diamond Head and they never used him. Mentioned feedback, they never used him. They had Alien X treated like nothing more than a melee fighter, and that was pathetically piss poor. I mean, they felt like it was going to be Hal Jordan's win from the start of it. And you could tell it. And it pissed me off about it. So I'm thinking to myself, this is really pathetic. I'm not happy about this at all. I don't think I'm alone in this. So many other people I don't think were too happy. I saw like a bunch of videos online, some comments on Twitter. So yeah, this was not a good death battle. I think they know this. This is going to be a rematch, and I dare you people to try. I dare Wiz and Boomstick to try to say that Hal Jordan would win a second time. Let's actually get feedback into this. Let's get Diamond Head into this and use Alien X the way Alien X is supposed to be used, and then we're going to have a show. And they didn't even use two to three other aliens that they could have used. Atomics, Clockwork. If they would have fused aliens together like Omniverse older Ben could do, they could have used Atomics. So, yeah. no, it was just, yeah, that was a shit show. It honestly was. I'm not happy about it. I wasn't thrilled with it. I'm still pissed about it. And the next one coming up is, of course, it's a Rooster Teeth production. So the next one's going to be RWBY character. The name escapes me at the moment. I know Cap will say it in the comment section, because the name honestly is escaping me right now. I don't have it written down. But it's the one character from RWBY. So so they're either going to be biased towards their own character, or they're going to have the other character win by a very small margin or a lucky blow. It's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out, because if they have it that the RWBY character, the RWBY character, wins, then you could officially go, okay, they are biased then 100%, regardless if the data or information would show you otherwise. Plus, they could have sugar-coated this fight and sugar-picked this fight before it even started by picking a character that they know has no chance against the character from RWBY. So there is that possibility as well. Still, it was a shit show. I'm disappointed with it. I'm disappointed with Wiz and Boomstick on this one. It was honestly, this was not one of their greatest episodes. This was up there with the Goku versus Superman battles, the Mario versus Sonic battle, and a few other ones. The Hercule versus, who the hell did he take on? Whoever Hercule took on, I forget that one's name too off the top of my head, but yeah. And I'd like to also thank Kat for pointing this out to me too. Apparently they got rid of the fight at the start of it. So I was confused that the fight didn't even start, because it's almost like it seemed like a pissing contest between Hal Jordan and Ben10. I'm like, did the fight actually start, or are they just having a pissing contest? No, the fight actually started. I was like, oh, I'm lost. So, yeah, so much was wrong with this one. I think, in all honesty, if I knew a way to contact them, I would come right out and tell them, but I think so many fans have probably already done that. I wouldn't doubt it. Still, I'm not happy about it. I know some other people aren't happy about it, so feel free to log your complaints directly to the video. By the way, I'll have a link to that death battle video in the description. And I will actually be adding that link also to my rant video as well, in case anyone actually wants to see it. Then they can feel free to leave a comment on the actual death battle video and tell Wiz and Boomstick where they screwed up, because they screwed up. No one's going to deny that. They royally messed up. But yeah, so that was the death battle. I'm not happy about it. That was, that was pathetic. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room for a moment. Sonic the Hedgehog movie. This live-action Sonic movie is officially now delayed until February 14th of next year. So, fans can officially breathe a sigh of relief here. Now, they're claiming this is so that they can fix Sonic's design so they don't overtax the VFX team and everything else. Personally, though, I'm getting some mixed feelings about this, and I want to explain why. So, for starters, we know that this movie was not well loved when the leaked images were coming out, the small snippet images were coming out. We knew what Sonic was going to look like when that dark silhouette graced Twitter. We kind of had an idea, so I'm still going with this. They knew this design was not going to be met with that great of a response. They could tell that from the black silhouette. People were ripping it a new one. From the shots of the legs, people were ripping it a new one. But when the trailer actually debuted, boom, the shitstorm fire hole begins. It was almost as if somebody had set fire to a gasoline tank, and it just went off. Fans were calling it one of the most disturbing trailers they'd ever seen. There was so many issues. I covered this thing not only in a rant video, but I think I talked about it on the podcast multiple times. Here's the thing. When they immediately go, and the director goes like a day and a half later, we're going to fix Sonic's design. The first thing that came to my mind was, you knew already this was going to suck. yet you went forward with this. So it's like, I don't know if you knew, or if you suspected and still had something coming in the pipeline. Because at the time, director Jeff Fowler was still saying that, no, it's going to make the November release date, we promise. Which led me to believe, and I still think this yet, too. I'm not going to lie. They can tell me otherwise. I still think this. They knew so badly that this movie was going to tank off of that design that they started working on a backup one. And it's the backup one that should have been shown in the original trailer as a, look, we teased you all with this one. Ha ha, we rickrolled you. And here's the actual Sonic the Hedgehog design. However, that wasn't what happened. We got that abomination that looks like it screwed Bucky the Beaver. Ugh, still horrendous to look at. I'm reading it right off the article here. So it's been pushed back now to February 14th, 2020. Director Jeff Fowler did this and said that with the hashtag, no VFX artists were harmed in the making of this movie. Hopefully to assuage fears that the visual effects teams would not be put through the ringer trying to fix the character in time for the original November release date. Which I'm going to say this. And somebody can yell at me till they're blue in the face, but I'm going to stand by this because I'm not joking on this. You're taking a CGI character, okay? And I'm not lying on this. A CGI character. And you're taking that character and putting them into a live-action movie. So it's live-action people, but you, the character of Sonic, are CGI. Why couldn't they have just done what some of the games have done? Just take the design from that game, scale it up to the exact dimensions that you want to make it, comparable to humans, and roll with that. You would have the data from the game, you would have the character model, so you should be able to have it move and everything else the way you want. That honestly would not have taken that much time if you throw the entire visual effects team straight into it. It's not that difficult. At least the way I see it, it's not that difficult. But I know somebody out there is going to go, no, it's extremely difficult. But I'm wondering if this delay is more for the fact that they want to fix the plot. Not so much the design, but the plot. Because let's keep in mind, the plot for this movie is Sonic comes to Earth as an alien to defend the world, and he is on the run from the government. The first thing that I thought of was an E.T. knockoff. So there is that. I'm wondering if this delay is more to fix the plot than it is to fix the actual movie, the actual, design of Sonic. Because, like I said, the silhouette was leaked. People were having an uppity fit about it. The leg picture was leaked. People were going nuts. There was, I don't even know if it was fan art that showed a diseased-looking Sonic in the back of a top-down car that should have been an indication this is the Sonic we're getting, and yet they went forward with this. So it's either they were hoping people were going to accept this new Sonic, which I think the evidence would prove otherwise leading up to the trailer and even with the trailer, or they knew their asses were in deep shit, so they decided, nope, we're going to change up the design, we're going to change up the look of it, we are not going to be pulling this. This is not going to become a massive crap storm, that it could be. I'm standing by that. Because, and I'm going to say this honestly, I do not see this as being a reason for them to extend the movie delay. That, we need to change up the design, we don't want to overtax our, effects artists, we don't want to have them go crazy. But yet, And I did say this too, back with the whole them doing this. I had to take a designing class when I went to BTI. When I went to tech school and that, I had to take a designing class. In that designing class, we had to present several different designs. And I mean, it's like general practice. We had to present several different designs that showed different, things you could do with whatever the source was. So there is a point here that I'm thinking that they knew that this design might fail, so they decided, no, we're going to have a couple backup ones waiting, and then worst case scenario, pick one of those. But I don't know. Something about this whole thing is just still not sitting right with me. But now, whether or not the extra 3 months is going to be enough to fix this, as far as the fans that are concerned anymore, it's up in the air. Detective Pikachu director Rob Letterman noted to The Verge that when the redesign was first announced, it would be very difficult for us to redesign anything. We spent a year designing all the characters ahead of shooting so that we could get it all right. If we were off by an inch on Pikachu, Justice Smith's performance would go right out the window. For us, it would have been impossible, but that doesn't mean they can't do it. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. They're in a difficult spot, end quote. But the thing is, like I said, you're running a CGI character. So if you're just changing the design of the CGI character, you're not having to rework scenes. You're not having to play off the... Just swap out the character. Just swap out the design. It's like they're kind of making... And I mean, like I said, keep in mind, I'm going off of what I know personally. So I might be wrong about this. I'm not, going to come out and say that I'm right about this entirely. They could, it's almost like they're making it sound like we have to reshoot the whole movie from scratch. We weren't going to be able to get it done by November. Something about this, like I said, it's just not sitting right with me. Something seems a little weary here. But, yeah, I mean, I just don't know what to make of it. It's not clear whether or not this movie would have even done well. First off, I know the movie wasn't going to do that great to begin with, because fans were not happy about it, even before the trailer hit. It's not clear whether they are similar challenges without a better look into the Sonic process, but it sounds like Fowler and his team will have plenty to keep them busy in the coming months. But that's just it. It's May. You announced this in May, and this thing wasn't due out till near the end of November, I think. So you had plenty. I'm honestly going to say this. I honestly think they had enough time to do this. I mean, you're basically at the point now where you're putting the finishing touches on the movie. You're adding in the special effects and the stuff like that. So something tells me that, like I said, they knew this was going to happen prior to the trailer hitting. Something is not sitting right with me yet about this. I just don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. Somebody out there will probably dissect this, really dig into it and go, oh, I have the answer, I know why, blah, 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 and I'm going to go, that's it. I said something wasn't sitting right with me, and that's what it is. But, like I said, I can't put my finger on what it is that's bugging the crap out of me. But it's something about this that is bugging the crap out of me. I just can't put my finger on what. If I could, it would be a miracle, but I can't. Something about this, though, is bugging the living crap out of me. I just can't figure out what it is. But, like I said, that's just me. I don't know, if it's, if the same thing applies to you, but it is. Something about this is just bugging the crap out of me. I just can't put my finger on what exactly that is. But anyway, it's been pushed back now till 2020, so maybe it'll get pushed again, who knows. you can never know. You never know until it happens. But either way, it's not coming out anymore in November, so we can breathe a slight sigh of relief for a little while. There's no Sonic movie this year. Let's just all take a collective breath and go, yes, okay, that works. Alright, so let's talk about Pokemon for a moment. Let's just roll back my Pokemon counter again to 0. For times talked about Pokemon on a podcast, let's roll it back to 0 again. So, the Pokemon t-shirt contest winner, which apparently is, I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently there was a contest where people had to design a Pokemon shirt, and the design would be used for the upcoming Sword and Shield game. Unfortunately for the winner, they were disqualified. The design has now been pulled from the upcoming game. Only like a static image, I guess, now showing off the design as it was. So, the Japanese clothing company, and I'm going to butcher this name, I know it. It's UNIQLO. I'm not even going to try to say it. Was it Uniqlo? Whatever. Anyway, I'm just going to call him Uni. Because it's just going to make it easier on my part. Because I'm not going to try. I'm going to mispronounce it. I know it. So Uni announced that Chinese artist Li Wenpei, P-E-I or P, Pei, yeah, it's Pei, had won its UT Grand Prix. It was a contest for designing Pokemon t-shirts. He was set to win $10,000 and have his design featured in the Pokemon Sword and Shield game set to come out later this year on the Switch. Unfortunately now, Uni is saying that Wenpei has been disqualified for failing to adhere to the contest rules. So they apparently are claiming that the design in question did not coincide with the guidelines set forth for the competition. They are not going to award the prize. They will not award the grand prize to another entrant or sell merchandise featuring the designs. So that's an interesting thing. That's exactly what it says too in the article. Will not award the grand prize to another entrant or sell merchandise featuring the designs. So that's open for debate there. They had a picture here of what the thing looks like. It was basically a Gyarados with 3 Magikarp underneath it, which is sort of it's a really interesting design, I'm not going to lie. Now, one possible reason why the design has been disqualified, at least that the article can think of, is because it wasn't the first time that Wenpei had used the design for commercial purposes, which is against the rules of the competition, unfortunately. According to a translation from a now deleted post on this Chinese social media site, Sina Weibo, by website Nintendo Soup. I'm not even making this up. Wenpei had previously sold some phone cases with the artwork on it, and the design then ended up on t-shirts. Wenpei has claimed, though, that its subsequent appearance on t-shirts was due to people pirating his work. In a follow-up post, he said that he had explained the matter to Uni, but unfortunately, I guess they're saying no, it doesn't count. However, Uni may withdraw prizes or terminate merchandising of t-shirts with winning artworks without prior notice to an entrant. Irrespective of the originality of the artwork submitted by the entrant, if similar artwork is already publicly available from outside of Uni stores. The rules for the contest state. Unfortunately, Uni did not confirm the reason why Wenpei was eliminated and disqualified. I doubt they will, because something about this seems a little screwy. But I like how they will not award the grand prize to another entrant. And somebody in the discussion section here on the site says it right. This right here makes me think that they're pulling some shady shit. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Because all of a sudden it's like, okay, because they even said it. The company said in a statement that they will not award the grand prize to another entrant or sell merchandise featuring the designs. Which leads me to think that either A, they didn't have the 10 grand to pay out, B, they didn't want to do the contest or were hoping that nobody would actually win, C, both A and B, or D, they're going belly up and they just didn't want to admit it, hoping that this would drive up sales, and it didn't. So those are the 4 things that I can think of. But yeah, this is some shady shit here. Something about this is just not sitting right either. Because if the work's been pirated, you can't technically say that, okay, it's not his work. I mean, you could easily change the color of Gyarados and make it a red Gyarados. And, make them shiny versions. And then have it, it's the original one like this because it's the shiny version. But nope, it's because, no, we have seen this work on other places outside. How? If it's on a phone case, that's fine. At least as far as I'm concerned, it's not a t-shirt, it's a phone case. But apparently they're really sticking to their rules on this competition of nope, this is the rules, this is how it goes. And they have a thing here, the Global T-Shirt Design Competition. The grand prize winning design of the UTGP will appear in the latest main series Pokemon games as an apparel item. Yeah. So either they don't want their stuff associated with them. Nintendo told them that they're not going to allow them to put in articles of clothing in this because they might be changing it up. It's like there's so many other reasons here as to what's going on that I can't even begin to think. I mean, or Nintendo could have easily looked at them, and Nintendo and the Pokemon Company could have went to them and said, look, this is going to be a free in-game item, and now, what's it, Uniqlo? I can't even pronounce it. It's UNIQLO. They may have realized, oh shit, we're not going to be making any money off of this. They're giving it for free. We were hoping to get part of the microtransactions for this. But if they're giving it for free, we're not going to see a dime of it. We're not going to recoup the 10 grand prize money. Nope, we're done. Honestly, that's what it feels like. It's some shady shit here. This is like some shady ass weak sauce. Something's going on here. Something just ain't sitting right in the state of Denmark as far as I'm concerned. This is not good. I'm actually tempted to send this off to Pat and Ian on the CU podcast as they do a weekly one now, just to get their thoughts and opinions on this, because this is some shady shit. This is honestly some shady shit, because something is shady here with this. I just can't, I don't think anybody can put their finger on it, but something is just shady about this. Yeah, I think I'm going to be sending this off to Pat and Ian over on the CU podcast just to hear their thoughts and opinions on it. But yeah, so that sucks. I feel really sorry for Lee Wen-pei. You got cheated out of the grand prize here at this point. I'm honestly, I feel like you got cheated because, in all honesty, if it was just used for a cell phone case, I don't see the issue here. I really freaking don't, because you're not wearing the cell phone case. It's in your pocket, or it's attached to your, but you're not physically, it's not physically attached to your body. The t-shirt is physically attached to a body. I mean, you don't see people pulling a Freddie Jones from Scooby-Doo and tying a t-shirt, with the sleeves and tying it around their neck like a crappy ascot. Okay? We're not making this look like a shitty cape here. And you're not going to ever see the design unless they flip it around and they have like the back part of the shirt against their back and they tie off the sleeves slightly around the neck and make it into a lovely little scarf type deal that covers most of your back. I don't see that crap happening. I mean, we're not pulling a freaking Freddie Jones here from Scooby-Doo. Okay, we're not doing the ascot thing. And I swear to God, if that becomes a freaking fashion trend, I'm gonna lose it. I came up with it first, damn it! I want credit for it. Someone's gonna turn that now into a fashion design, and I'm gonna be kicking myself. That's gonna kill me. I'm gonna be kicking myself. Damn it. That'll kill me. They'll be like, oh, that's great. And it's son of a bitch. I had that idea. Oh. But yes, either way, I do feel sorry for you. I really do. I mean, that's not fair. You got cheated like that. It feels like you got cheated out big time. I feel really sorry for you. Hopefully, somebody will see your work, like another t-shirt company or something, and will want to market it respectably. Hopefully you get hopefully something good comes out of this for you, because honestly the design on the shirt was pretty cool. I think you're really talented as far as artistry goes. The design on that t-shirt was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. But seriously though, I mean, I just feel like you really got screwed here. You got the royal end of the screwdriver, and that's just not fair. It's really not. Alright, let's talk about the sinking Titanic. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant GameStop. Oh, it's basically the same thing at this point. So for those of you who may not have been aware of this, GameStop has decided to pull some shady shit of their own right now. So here's what's going on vis-a-vis GameStop. So, as many of you know, they had this wonderful thing called Power Up Rewards. And you become a pro member of that, you get like a 10% discount on any of the used games. You can, trade stuff in. It works out really great. All that fun stuff. When I had it, I got a card. I felt like a nice big shot. You got to save 10% on any used game. I felt like I was enjoying it. I would, help me find a lot of games that I got back when I had a PlayStation 2 and all that. I enjoyed it. Well, if you're a GameStop Pro member, you might want to consider dumping their ass now before the Titanic completely goes under the water. So what's going on with GameStop? A lot. They're making some big changes, and honestly, they are literally just shoving the coal into the fire, and the Titanic's just still going underwater. There is no saving this ship anymore. So GameStop has announced changes to its Pro memberships, including a price hike. The Pro membership is going to go up from $14.99 a year to $19.99 a year. A $5 increase. But you're also going to be getting a $5 reward certificate every month. That sadly will not roll over. They're not stackable. They don't roll over. It's one $5 certificate a month. Has to be used in that month. And on top of that, they're going to be discontinuing the 10% off pre-owned games and accessories perk that is currently granted to Pro members. So we're getting rid of the thing that gets asses into your stores and gets bodies into the buildings, and we're getting rid of that to give everybody $60 a year, basically, $5 a month, 12 months a year, to spend on GameStop products, but you have to spend each $5 a month. They don't stack. They don't roll over, they don't stack, and you get $5 a month. Excuse me for a minute, folks. Okay. So basically, like I said, over the course of a year, then you'll be given a total of $60 to spend on your GameStop products. But it requires you to make a purchase every freaking month to reap the full benefits. Happily, this new version is currently in beta and is only at select stores. No word yet when it's going to roll out to everybody, if it's even going to make it past beta. This is honestly the stupidest idea you could have ever done. Now, I know GameStop has been struggling a lot lately with streaming services, digital content only games, digital games taking over the marketplace. I mean, there's a digital Xbox One, there's a digital PS4. Retro games have become sort of a new thing that they were trying, and that did not help them at all. They were screwing that up left and right. So many things that they were royally making a mockery of, and it's just gotten worse and worse as time's going on. But now you're pulling this crap. Yeah, this is not good as far as I'm concerned here, okay? This is a horrible idea. But you can head on over to GameStop's website and you can read all about it for yourself. Let's do that. Let's take a little trip. Let's head on over to the official GameStop website. What's it? www.kissmyass.com. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, it's www.gamestop.com. They should have just called it www.sinkingtitanic.com. So you go into the site right off the bat from this. It goes, "Behold, a powerful new benefit has appeared." What are we, a freaking Pokemon? No, I mean, seriously, are we a freaking Pokemon or something? It says, "Be one of the first to try out this awesome new pro membership." Oh my god. Oh, thank god. Okay, there is no participating stores within a 100-mile radius of me. Oh, hey god. That makes me happy. Jesus, that's just sad. Okay, so I can't even make it. Alright, so there is more on here. So currently in beta, pro members are gonna receive a $5 certificate. I hate these stupid pop-ups. Okay. They're going to get the $5 reward certificate every month that can be used to purchase just games, accessories, collectibles, and more at GameStop. And like having an extra $5 in your pocket at the beginning of the month for a total of $60 annually, but they can't roll over. They don't stack, they don't roll over. They basically play dead to never come back at the end of the month. So you get like 30 to 31 days to use it. That's great. Like having an extra $5 in your pocket. So you're literally... So it's come to the point now where you're literally paying customers to come into your store. Hey, here's $5. Come shop at my store. Here's $5. Come shop at my store. Hi, you want $5? Yeah, come shop at my store. That's the point we're at now, where it's $5 to basically shop at our store. Here's $5 free. Come shop at my store. Now, you're paying $19.99 a year now for the freaking membership to become a pro member to get this. So you're basically coming out of this $40 a head. So if you take that into 12, you're getting screwed either way. But still. And there's a select your membership thing on here. I love this. This is fun. Okay. So points for every dollar spent. If you're a free player, if you're a free player, you ain't getting squat in this. You get exclusive offers, a birthday offer, and points for every dollar spent. You get 10 points for every dollar you spend. Now, this is what I find interesting about this, okay? I actually had a pro membership when I did actually give a rat's ass and I went to GameStop before they went to all crap systems that I don't have the money for. And my PS2 died, and I'm like, you know what, the hell with it, I'm done. I had a pro membership. So I got the birthday thing. That was really nice. I would use that every now and then to buy like a game or something. So that does work out pretty well. But now, that was all the stuff for the free players. You know, the ones that don't want to spend the $20 a year for this. Now, if you decide to cough up the $20, this is what you get. 20 points for every dollar you spend, a birthday offer, an exclusive offer. You get a buy two, get one free pre-owned games welcome offer. The monthly $5 reward certificate, an extra 10% trading credit on games, accessories, and tech, 12 issues of Game Informer magazine, which I have a crap ton of in a box for the couple years that I had a GameStop card, an exclusive Pro Day sales with over $4,000 in annual savings. I kind of feel like that crappy guy at the freaking, what is it? I kind of feel like the crappy guy in the Home Shopping Network. You know, I'm trying to pitch you a crappy set of knives, and I'm like, this is what you get for the set of knives. You get, you know, the steak knife, the fillet knife, the bread knife, the butter knife. You get the filleting butter knife. You get the steak sauce knife. You get the knife that also triples as a fork and a spoon. And all for the low, low price of $19.99. But wait, there's more. If you order in the next 15 seconds, I'll throw in an extra set of these knives. So that's double the value. It kind of feels like the crap they're pulling here with this. So it's like, if you want to be a free player, you get 10 points for every dollar you spend, a birthday offer, an exclusive offer. But if you decide to piss away $19.99 a year right now, we're going to double this offer. You're going to get 20 points for every dollar that you spend. You get the birthday offer, the exclusive offer. You buy two, get one free pre-owned game as a welcome offer. $5 a month reward certificate that cannot roll over, cannot stack. You get a 10% extra trading credit on games, accessories, and tech, 12 issues of our wonderful Game Informer magazine, and an exclusive Pro Day sales with over 4,000 in annual savings, all for the low, low price of $19.99 a year. I feel like I want a freaking crappy home shopping network whenever I'm just thinking about this. It's creepy. And they do have a zip code thing here. Let me check in my actual zip code, as they had the wrong zip code down for me. No participating stores. Yay! Good, so none of the ones around me are trying this stupid idea. This is stupid. You're literally paying customers to come into your store. You are literally paying them to come into your store. It's like, well, you know, we really need customers. How do we get the customers to come back into our store? I know. Why don't we give them $5? That way they'll have an extra $5 a month that might entice them to come in and buy stuff from us. Brilliant. How do we do it? We jack up the cost of our pro membership by $5. Every person is going to buy that. Then all that money from those people will dividend out the $5 a month for an entire year. But doesn't that mean we're going to lose money in the end? You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. No, but you can sure as hell destroy a lot of crap, though, by doing that. I mean, I can't scratch my head around this. And I used to go to GameStop for so much stuff. I mean, there was a meme that I got a kick out of years ago. I saw it online. It was Kermit the Frog in a car. And the windows rolled down, and you see Kermit the Frog kind of looking out of the car, and it's like, when you see your local GameStop getting robbed, but then you remember they only gave you $3 for 20 games, and then you just kind of roll the window up like you didn't see shit. And I'm just laughing the whole time at this, like, yep, I know that feeling. I know that feeling oh too well. I know it. I know that feeling oh too well. Because in all honesty, I felt the same way when I first went there. I'm like, hey, this is great. I'm like, this is really cool. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is the stupidest idea ever. I was getting more money going to this small knockoff place that bought and sold games than I was going to GameStop. Because I'm going to GameStop and it's like, yeah, I want to trade this stuff in. Okay, yeah, sure, not a problem. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is all I can give you for it. Can I get a little more, please? I kind of felt like Oliver Twist. Like, I'm kind of going, please, sir, I want some more. It's not really fair. But then you have to remember that, they have overhead. They have so many games. I mean, people will go in and get rid of like a crap ton of sports games, a crap ton of games that nobody gives a rat's ass about, and then they're stuck with them because nobody wants them. Well, yeah, nobody wants them because they made those things like they were freaking water. I mean, seriously, of course nobody wants them. Hell, I wouldn't even want them. But then it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. But then, like I said, with GameStop, they're going downhill fast. I mean, I saw something earlier this week that their stock is literally down to like under $8 a share. Now, whether or not it stayed down that low, it could have gone down lower. I'll have to check that out. How would I even figure that out? I'll have to look up for that. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull that up. GameStop's current stock. Hold on. GameStop. Here we go. Okay. As of right now, GameStop stock. Man, try saying that 5 times fast. Is at $7.82 a share. That's bad. She's like, hey, if you want to buy stock in something, hey, good news. I don't know how to tell you this, but yeah, they're really cheap. And what gets me is that, like I said before, they went to hell in a handbasket when they started doing this whole retro stuff. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna start making these like retro games and that. They're gonna go out. Retro this and retro that. I remember when I had like a bunch of old Game Boy Color games and Game Boy games. I just missed the mark. They stopped taking them at the one point. And I just, like, literally by a week, I missed it. I missed the cutoff date. And the one guy's like, wait, can we take these anymore? And he's kind of looking at this thing, and he goes, no. He goes, yeah, he goes, you missed it by a week. And I was bummed. But now, it's like, oh, because I'm still on their site. You got the retro classic games. You got retro flash sales. Retro Disney games. You got PlayStation 2 games, retro bundles, the original Xbox, backwards compatible games, vintage Pokemon games. Play your favorite retro consoles, PlayStation 2 games, the Sega Genesis Mini, only $80, available September 19th. And so much more crap. You got up to 80% off in outlets. What's it? Oh, sorry, that's an ad. But still, you got Retro Classics by Systems. They got the PlayStation 2 on here. Game Boy Advance, the Xbox, the N64, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast. And none of these things anymore I think people are caring about. But now here's the kicker. Now, I owned 3 freaking PlayStation 2 Slims. Okay? 3 of those sons of bitches. And they're selling them now for like $90 pre-owned, or at least is that the original? It looks like the big one. But either way, they got controllers for like $12. They got games for anywhere from $2 to $12. It's like, Jesus. And you're wondering why you're going belly up. You're wondering why people are avoiding you. And I'm going to agree with Pat and Ian on this, because they said it themselves with their podcast that with GameStop getting rid of this 10% extra, the 10% off that you used to get for games, that all somebody has to do, all some other company has to do is just take advantage of that and go, it's ours now. Like Amazon could just go, hey, you like video games? Come here. We're not going to bite you. Come here. You like video games, right? Take a look at this wide collection and assortment that we have. We have used games. How about we give you 10% off games? That's right, 10% off pre-owned games, and you can buy any of them. We got go check them out. That's right. And then you just see GameStop off in the corner like, that was our customer. And Amazon just flipping them the bird like, hey, it's ours now. That's the direction this is going. So, as far as the Titanic here is concerned, it's gone down. I think the captain's got to go down with the ship now at this point. There's nothing left. The Titanic is sinking. I think it's time for us to look for the final lifeboat, look for Jack and Rose, and see if we might be able to save some of the employees and some of the leftover stuff. But as far as GameStop as a whole, people are going, I don't see them surviving to like 2022, 2021. I don't see them surviving to the end of the freaking year at this point. They've announced this. How many people are instantly going to ditch their pro memberships now? It's like, hey, this thing's going up an extra $5. Screw off. There ain't nothing. Hell no. I'm not paying you an extra $5 a month just to come in here and shop. Just to get something that you're going to get rid of then? No. So this is going to be, I think, the end. I think this is the swan song for GameStop. This is the bye-bye GameStop song that they've already started to play. So, yep. Sucks to be GameStop. I really am sorry for them, but you know what? I remember when I had like 10 to 20 games and I only got like $10. So, yeah, I remember that very well, GameStop. So, bye. It's going to be a hard fall for them, isn't it? Okay, so let's talk for a moment here, quick, before I get into this next topic. Who out there knows the definition of irony? Well, if you've ever watched Futurama, and I mean the episode with the singing play, you'll know what I mean. It's the use of words expressing something other than their literal intention. Now, for those of us who mischaracterize and misdefine irony, I'm going to be one of them right now and go, this is freaking-ronic. So, a Japanese man has been arrested for stealing 80 volumes of Detective Conan manga. So, we're literally talking about a Japanese man that stole 80 volumes of a manga series about a kid detective. This is going to be interesting as all hell, isn't it? This is going to be fun. So there's a lot of copies of Detective Conan manga floating around, and a 26-year-old man in the Mie Prefecture recently made off with 80 in total. I'm going to omit the name on here, mostly so I don't mispronounce it, but also, for simplicity's sake, but you can't see it in the article, was arrested for suspected theft after he was caught on camera stealing various volumes of the series, and he eventually confessed to the alleged crimes. See, the thing is, you got caught on camera. You can't say, no, that wasn't me, that was my twin. Doesn't work like that. They have your ass on camera. Tokai TV reported that the thefts took place over 3 trips, during which the person absconded with bundles of Conan manga stuffed into his bag. After confessing, he goes, I like Detective Conan. I thought I could sell them for money. Okay, I'm kind of thinking of, oh god, yeah, we're just taking trips right back to the Home Shopping Network here, aren't we? I'm kind of now thinking of the, what the hell is it? I'm kind of now thinking of the Hot Fencer. The person that buys a whole bunch of stolen goods. No, screw it. I'm thinking of a pawn shop right now. A pawn shop that's buying stolen merchandise and turning and burning it for profit. It's like, yeah, I like Detective Conan. I thought I could sell them for money. Look, I like Detective Conan too. I own like 2 or 3 volumes of the manga. But I'm not stupid enough to get caught on camera stealing a whole crap ton of them just to sell them online. Or just to sell them even for money. I'm sorry to laugh. I'm sorry to laugh, but this is just hilarious as hell to me. Because, like, you thought you were going to get away with this, I guess. This is just hilariously funny, though, because it's like, yeah, Detective Conan mangas were stolen, and the person confesses to it. You're stealing mangas of a detective series. Really? You know how Conan Edogawa would always go, with a keen eye for detail, one truth prevails. Well, with a keen eye on the camera, your ass was caught. And I didn't really need the details on this one, and we got your ass on camera. I mean, we literally got your head in the cookie jar here. We got it on tape. Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry to laugh, but this definitely goes under the heading of World's Dumbest Criminal. I'm sorry. This is almost as good as one that I remember listening to when I was in elementary school. There was a bank robbery, and there were 2 bank robbers on the outside and 2 bank robbers on the inside. And the 2 on the inside were robbing the bank. They were in the vault and everything. And the 2 on the outside were supposed to be monitoring the police frequencies. However, these stupid criminals were not monitoring the police frequencies. They were, in fact, transmitting over the police frequencies. So needless to say, the cops were listening to this wonderful performance of, we're robbing your bank, and they didn't really have to do much. Like, you know what? Just wait a couple minutes. When we hear that they're close to done, we'll roll in. Go about a block away, turn off your lights and sirens, don't make a sound, and once we get the word, we'll send you a message or send you a signal flare. You hear it, bust their ass. This is about as stupid as that. I mean, seriously, you have the brilliant idea. I love Detective Conan so much, I'm going to steal all these manga volumes and then sell them for money. I mean, I find that hilarious. I really do. It's hilariously funny that you honestly thought you'd get away with this. Oh. I'm just going to say this. You have officially gone into the history books as one of the world's most stupidest criminals. You may not be cracking the top 10, but you're definitely in the top 30 as of right now. I guarantee it, you're in the top 30. Holy crap, you gotta be at least the top 30 now. My God. Okay, so we all know that One Piece is becoming one of the most popular anime series right now to date. Over 800 some episodes. We're getting close to that magic 900 episode mark. They just wrapped up the whole Cake arc not too long ago, which, first off, thank God. I did not realize how long that arc was till I saw a video that said when it started, and then I know when it ended, and I was like, holy crap, that thing was that damn long. My God. I mean, that was going on back when the Tournament of Power was still going on in Dragon Ball Super. And we've had some interesting One Piece ads, some that were more disturbing than interesting. I refer you to the Indeed ads. But this one, though, for Cup Noodles, might be the strangest one yet. So, a Cup Noodle ad has put One Piece characters in high school, and it rules, according to the article here. So, Nissan Foods. Oh, yeah, these people are fun. The Cup Noodle brand is no stranger to striking collaborations. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger did some commercials for your stuff. I've had your noodles. They're not the world's greatest. Look, I'm going to say this. When it comes to ramen, I prefer Maruchan. I'm sorry, but Maruchan is good noodles. Sorry, Nissan. But anyway, they're giving us a totally different look, though, at the Straw Hats from Oda's One Piece. The first of the Hungry Days One Piece collaboration ads featuring a bunch of different Straw Hats in modern-day high school. A focus on a 17-year-old version of Zoro. In the ad, he's dedicated everything to the Kendo Club following a defeat at the hands of the senior Hawkeye, or Mihawk. Oh, yeah, Hawkeye, Mihawk, I was right. So Zoro and the rest of the crew are all redesigned by Suru Mako, or Maku. Yeah, okay, I'm not even going to try to miss. What the hell? Man, is that a name or a mess? Okay, you know what? Never mind. They're all redesigns. You can easily look in the article. I'm not even going to try to say the names. Jesus, that's pathetic. Narrates, one person, though, is narrating the Bump of Chicken, provides the music, and Monogatari's Shaft handles animation production. I don't even know what the hell that is. It's a 30 to 15 second ad version, which you can see below in the article. It's on YouTube. Honestly, it looks kind of interesting. I'm not going to lie. Looks kind of cool. However, it's Nissan Cup Noodles. I'm not a fan of Nissan Cup Noodles. My mom used to eat that stuff. At least I think she... I know. I had Nissan. I remember I had a thing of Nissan noodles. It wasn't that great. I had Top Ramen, which really sucked. And I've had Maruchan. In fact, I used to eat ramen before I would go to work in the morning, but the last couple times I haven't really had a chance to make any. I gotta eat some of that. Maybe I'll have that for lunch. I'll have some of that for lunch on Sunday. That's an idea. I can have some ramen. I can also just have ramen for breakfast. That's what I usually do. Oh, I'm getting hungry for ramen now, damn it. Oh, I'll have to make myself some. I got plenty of it. But either way, it's kind of an interesting take. I mean, first off, I kind of like the idea of them in high school. That is kind of a unique aspect that you don't really see for a show like this. Yes, I do kind of think it's a little weird, but it's weird in a good way. It's not weird in a, oh dear God, what in the holy hell way. It's weird in a, I kind of like this way. So, yeah, kudos. Seriously, that was pretty cool. Yeah, you can check it out in the description below. There's a link to the article. And you can check out the ad in the article. So that's kind of neat. Okay, so if you're a humongous fan of Attack on Titan, and you've been following it throughout its 3 seasons so far, some sad news here to report. Wit Studio has said that they are going to be leaving Attack on Titan after the 3rd season concludes. So, this is pretty much an interesting little thing here. So, with Season 3 Part 2 currently airing, fans are wondering whether the anime series is going to continue for a 4th season or end once it's revealed whatever the hell is inside of Eren Yeager's basement. That thing was teased back in Season 1, and I stopped watching after Season 1, so I could care less, as I know somebody's going to have a clip up online, and I'll be able to find out what's in the basement. Personally, I don't really care what it is. I'm thinking it's the severed head of a Titan for all I care. But regardless, though, Wit, the studio which has been animating Titan since the beginning, is calling it quits once Season 3 wraps up. And that news is from a reliable fan site, the Sakuga blog, who said they've spoken with multiple first and second-hand sources. So what does this mean for Attack on Titan if it does end up getting a 4th season, a 5th season? If it ends up going for 20 years, because how many times can you kill Titans and have another Titans come in and this whole screwy... Look, I'm not going to lie. I got confused after the end of the 1st season when they came back with the 2nd season and they said what the plot was, and I tried following one episode of it and I threw my hands up in the air and said, to hell with this show. I got lost, okay? So there, I said it. But anyway, what does this basically mean if it gets this? Well, according to the Sakuga blog, they're speculating the series will be handed over to another studio, possibly within the production IG umbrella in which Wit operates. However, the production will have to make do without Wit creatives who have set the tone for the series, such as a series director, which is not a good thing, because let's all take a moment here to think about this. Let's think about an anime series, and I'm going to go with a recent one that had a 2nd season made, and the 2nd season has some animation changes, art style changes, and some really bad direction. And if anybody has been able to figure out which one I'm talking about, I'm going with One Punch Man! Yeah, that's right. One Punch Man at the 2nd season, and it's just, it's all over the freaking place. So we have this. However, you can check out the entire blog piece over on Sakuga blog. There's a link in the article, which has even more interesting analysis and speculation. Wit Studio, though, was founded back in 2012 by Production IG Big Bosses George Wada and Tetsuya Nakatake. Aside from Titan, which brought it to prominence, its animated productions like The Rolling Girls, Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress, and How. Oh, I don't even know half those. Either way, they're jumping ship. In all honesty, I mean, the 3rd season might just be its conclusion, but you never know. I mean, I'm going to say this honestly, and I know somebody out there is going to massacre me in the comments section for it, but they could have easily just done like a 2 OVA movie or something. They could have just done like a Attack on Titan the movie Part 1 and Attack on Titan the movie Part 2 and concluded the whole thing that way. Versus, let's draw it out with whole new stuff. I would have just, ended it with 2 movies on a high note instead of drawing it out and running the risk of eventually boring the crap out of your fans and the audience. But like I said, with me, I got lost freaking episode 1, season 2, so I just threw my hands up in the air and said, okay, the hell with this shit. I was done. It made no sense to me. I was lost. I was confused. It made no sense anymore. Nothing about it made sense. And I'm thinking to myself, if this is honestly what you're limping to the barn with by saying that, oh yeah, this is the greatest thing. No, this is a crap show here. This is bad. I got confused. I mean, don't get me wrong. The first season was okay. But I had my misgivings for it, okay? The whole Aaron's a Titan, but he's also a human. And they never discovered in the first season who the colossal Titan that kicked down the wall, not once, but twice happened to be. But then apparently they figured it out, though, and then you had the female Titan that they didn't really kill her. She kind of crystallized, and there was no explanation, at least not at the end of the first season for that. And like I said, that's where you could have just had like a 2 OVA movie, 2 or even a 3 OVA movie, and just finish this thing up with that. But nope, let's just drag it out for 1 whole season and then split the next season after that into 2 parts. I mean, now they could easily go season 3, part 3 if they would want to really stretch this out, but you never know. Honestly, though, I don't know what to say. I really don't. I could say one thing, and I'm probably going to be shoving my foot in my mouth. And if I go another direction, I'll also be shoving my foot in my mouth. So I'm screwed either way. But as far as I'm concerned, this is, without a doubt, this is like a take it as you will. This is either good news, oh, great, the series is going to be done, I'm getting tired of watching it, or, oh my god, the series is going to be done, it can't be over yet, there's still so many questions. It's a take it as you will with a grain of salt sort of message. And keep in mind, it could also just still be speculated rumor that may have gotten blown out of proportion. So there is that to also take into consideration. But either way, we still have part of an answer as to what in the hell is going on. Hopefully, though, some good news comes out of this. More information comes to light. Who knows? Either way, it's not going to bother me. I stopped watching Attack on Titan, so I don't care. Alrighty, everybody. That's going to pretty much do it this week for the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. Don't forget, if you have any topics you'd like me to talk about, feel free to drop them in one of 3 places. Either here in the discussion section on my YouTube channel, over on my Twitter page, @OtakuRoads, or on the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. Also, thank you all for submitting your questions for this month's Q&A. Like I said, I'm going to be recording it directly after I'm done with this, so it's going to be a lot of fun. That'll probably be up Monday, so look forward to that. Got an anime GBU coming up this week. I'm not going to say what it is, though season 1 is soon done. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I have a unique idea planned for season 2. Can't wait to do that one. But otherwise, yep, it's some interesting stuff coming up yet this week. But anyway, like I said, don't forget, stay tuned for next week. And until next week, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon. And until next time, I'm going to wrap this thing up, put it on a bow. Good night, everybody, and thank you all for hanging out here on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast.